You should spend some time learning about investment vehicles that you feel confident to allocate your money to grow and protect it. Once you learn the skills. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you what 10 years written financial independence plan is and how you can achieve your financial independence sooner than you can even imagine possible. I went through this process many years ago to write and plan for my own 10 years financial independence journey. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. My name is Korianne. I am a real estate investor since 2001. I achieved my financial independence when I was 35 years old, 8 years after I started investing in cash flow real estate. I can tell you that doing a few important things well at the same time was not easy. But I can tell you that they can be done when you have a realistic plans and then implement them religiously until you reach your goals. I started to write my financial independence plan some 23 years ago. After working a few months at my first corporate job and seeing my co-workers who has been working at the same job for 20 to 40 years, I knew that I did not want that life. And I could not see myself working for that many years. So I make a few new plans to change my career to take on a bigger, challenging role so that I could earn higher pay. With higher pay, I could accumulate more savings to invest in the equity market to grow my net worth. And eventually, I could cut down at least 15 years of my working life. If you have not watched my last week video, then you should watch it. It is very important to know what a dream life looks like to you. Without a clear picture of what you want, it is extremely difficult to plan and take constructive and productive actions to reach your goals on a daily basis. Let's get into how you can achieve financial independence in 10 years. First, identify how much you need to be financially free. You need to know how much income you bring home each month and how much you spend each month. The difference between income minus your expenses is your net saving at the end of each month. You may want to start tracking all the monthly expenses for 3 months to establish a correct baseline. For example, let's assume your income is about $10,000 per month. With $8,000 in expenses, your net saving is about $2,000 per month. That also means your financial independence number is about $8,000 per month. That is to say, when you can create a passive income stream that brings in at least $8,000 per month without you having to trade your time for it, you are financially independent. That number varies from person to the next one, and it is also likely to vary depending on the stage of your life, with or without a family. For example, I remember my financial independence number was about $2,500 per month when I was single, and that is 23 years ago. When I'm married with 2 kids, our financial independence number went up to a 5-figure number. We live in a great school district to raise our sons, so the home price in the desirable neighborhoods tend to be higher. We are happy with that decision because a good education should form a good foundation for our kids. And number 2 is be realistic with your saving rate. You need to have your income plan, your expense plan. Planning is a great way for you to monitor your progress. Without planning, I find it very difficult to know where to aim. It's a way for me to track where I am and where I want to go to increase my income or to become a practical spender by cutting down expenses that no longer serve our long-term investment goals. Number 3 is identify what investment vehicles you are going to learn and implement. For me, my experience is about equity market plan with the return of 8 to 10%. Cash flow real estate plan is the return between 16 to 32%. You should spend some time learning about investment vehicles that you feel confident to allocate your money to grow and protect it. Once you learn the skills, you can make an estimated calculation return on your investment and on your money. Make an investment plan in year 1. Goal number 1 is save 20 to 30%, about 20 to 30,000. Goal number 2, invest in one cash flow property that produce at least $300 per month cash flow. Goal number 3 is increase your annual income bucket to $120,000 per year. And number 5 is check on your investment plan at the end of each year. Is your investment producing what you set out for the year? What can you improve in your next year plan? What can you do to increase your income? What can you do to decrease your expenses? Any or both of this will increase your net saving rate. Should you learn how to buy cash flow property below market values? Perhaps starting buying properties from wholesaler or wholesale real estate investor. Step number 6 is set a new goal for the coming year. So that means year number 2, you need to have year 2 investment plan. Your first goal is save 25 to 30% of your net income. The goal number 2, invest in 2 cash flow properties that can generate cash on cash return of 10%. Repeat all these steps yearly until you reach your financial independence objective. If your financial independence number is about $6,000 per month, then you can see what you can be done in 6 years, depending on your net saving rate, how much you can invest, and the return on your investment annually. For example, year 1, you will invest in to earn about $4,000 cash flow on one property. Year 2, you will invest to earn $6,000 cash flow income on 2 properties. Year 3, about $10,000 on 2 properties. Year 4, $10,000 on 3 properties. And year 5 is $20,000 from 3 properties that you invest. And year 6, about $30,000 from 3 properties that invest. Total yearly cash flow from this property is about $80,000. I know 10 years is a longer time to think about, but I can tell you that time does go by really fast. And when you have a plan and objective to work on daily, your day will go by really fast. Looking back, those 10 years went by so fast for me when I focused to work on my plan, and I'm glad that I did. When you have a written plan, you can go back to an area that need improvements or make changes. For example, I can create a new income plan to increase my business income when I know I can do that. Or I can cut some expenses where they no longer serve our objective. What get measured, get improved. As soon as our older son was born, I make an income plan to increase my earning by 30% yearly in my mortgage company, so that I can accelerate my savings to invest in more cash flow properties to reach my financial independence plan sooner. I did not want to miss so much time watching him growing up. Also, I did not want my husband to be the sole earner in our family. I went through the layoff once, so I know working for others will not guarantee that a job will be there tomorrow. Because of the dynamic of the economic changes and companies cutting costs to survive during the difficult time, it is not your fault or the company's fault. It's our responsibility to take control of our financial destiny, to plan for the unexpected and hope for the best. I know writing a 10 years investment plan may sound daunting, but I can tell you that achieving financial independence in 8 years is the best and the most satisfying goal that I did for myself and my family. Without a written plan, I could not have achieved it. I would rather work on my own plan than work on someone else for 30 years. Wouldn't you agree? Another question that you should ask yourself is, how free are you from your job or from what you are doing now? Is your family financially stable if some reason you no longer can work tomorrow? So today is your turn to write your 10-year financial independence plan and make it happen, because life is a beautiful gift. When you are in control of your own finance, time, and freedom. I really hope you enjoy this content as much as I enjoy putting it together. And if you do, please click the like and subscribe to my channel too. If you have not done so yet, it means a lot to me, and I know that you like what I put together. Thank you for doing it. Share with us in the comment box below, what do you think about written financial independent plans? And what is your number one motivator is to write down your own plan? Also, if you have achieved your financial independence already, I would love to know how do you go doing that. Thank you so much for watching. Let's learn, invest, and make an impact. Ciao!